Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're having a great day, great night. My name is Brianna, and in today's video, there is a lot of food processing, a lot of tomatoes, juicing stuff, herb saving, yard work. It's going to be a blast, so make sure to keep watching. Love to hear from you guys in the comments below your favorite projects that you've been doing, and let's get into this. So to start this video, I was picking some tomatoes from my parents' garden, so I can be able to make a lot of tomato things. Super excited because there was a lot of different tomato stuff I've been able to do with these tomatoes, and it was great. I also realized in my last video, because it was like the day in the life, and I think it's like in between this, us talking about the juice that I juiced. Well, here's where I actually juiced that juice. So all these apples I went and picked. I did my big day of juicing. It's a lot. It's a lot of apples. So this was just the process of juicing them, literally just throwing them in. Some of them I had to cut to make them smaller, but I could definitely still use a lot that were small enough so I could just throw them in. And then every once in a while I would, open it up, take out all the scraps, and then go put it into my mulch bin so they could be mulched and I can use it in my garden next spring. So that was really fun. But I love being able just to make my own juice, not from concentrate. I know what's in it, and it definitely tastes a whole lot better when you make your own juice. So super excited for this. So this video is really gonna be all over the place, but next was just a different day. Definitely, I was out in our yard and getting ready for winter. So I went out and I started trimming down our rose bush, because what you do with rose bushes I learned a year ago, to help them grow a lot better. Also, yes, I am in like short capris, I don't know what you call them, and I learned really quick that this was a dumb idea. So yes, I changed pretty quick after filming this and got real pants on. Maybe we'll see me with the pants, I don't really know, but yeah, learned that. And then just this day I did a whole lot of yard work. So went and just trimmed a whole bunch of trees all around the place and getting our yard all ready for winter. So then I went inside, and remember those tomatoes from a little bit ago? Yeah, those tomatoes. I now started working on processing. So I got the tomatoes and I cut them up and I put them in the food processor. I then put them into my stock pot and let them cook down a little bit. This was just plain tomato sauce that I wanted to use for different things. So I just wanted to have no seasonings or anything. So I let it, after I put it through the food processor and into stock pot, I let it cook down for a couple hours until it was my desired thickness, and did that. While that was cooking, I took some of the tomatoes and just mixed them up again like this, but not quite as thin, and I just put those into the jars just so we'd have some like kind of diced up, but more of like a thinner diced, that I can use in different recipes too whenever we need chunks. We do this, kind of me and Logan are not the biggest fan that like super big chunks, and so I thought this would be an easy way to do the tomatoes to make sure whenever we need something, it'd just be better to eat that way, and then big chunks, because normally I've been just taking the tomatoes out and I then take them out of the jar and then I'll dice them up. So this was just a little quicker way of doing it. So yeah, that was just kind of my way of different ways I can be using up tomatoes. Big day, big tomato day, but definitely great to have all this food preserved. So on this day, I needed to wash our pillows. I don't remember the exact reason, but I needed to wash the pillows. So I put them into the bathtub with a lot of water, and then I put in some baking soda, OxyClean, like laundry detergent, and then I think borax, just those four things, and let that sit for a couple hours. It helps pull out all the yucky stuff, which is really, really nice. And then after that, I threw them into the wash and then dried them, and they were all clean. So that was really, really nice little thing. is a different day, but we took Caspian to a corn maze, like petting zoo, had a bunch of different fun stuff, so that was really fun little experience to take him through, and just have a little family time with the three of us. Y'all, every holiday, every little memory is so much better with a little baby. It is the best. So, different day again. I was working on making waffles. Whenever I make waffles, I make a whole bunch because Logan loves to have them for his breakfast in the morning to hurry and take and go. So I'll make a whole bunch. I'll then wrap them in plastic and throw them in the freezer, and then he can just take them whenever he needs. Well, I just kind of put it into his lunch and I'll eat them, and they are just like the easiest thing just to be able to, for him to grab, eat, and he loves them. So that's always really good. After that, I had some bagels that I needed to cut up. I had made them and they just needed to be sliced. So I went through with my bread knife and sliced all of them up. I don't slice them all the way. I leave a little bit intact so that you know, you can just find like the lid later. So that's what I do, is they'll just stay together, and then I will throw them into the freezer, and then we just pull out a bag at the time. Usually kind of have them like the deep freeze, and I'll put them into our inner freezer. That's just easy to grab, and then I can just throw these out, throw them right in the toaster, and then they warm up that way, and they're really, really yummy. So we're back to processing tomatoes. At this time I didn't have enough to make a batch of stuff, so all I was doing was cutting them up into like fourths and then throwing them into gallon bags. Put those in the freezer, and for me to do some projects down the road with them, just when I had more time and more ripe tomatoes at the same time, because they're all ripening at different points because we had to pick a lot of green ones. So that's kind of what was happening here with cutting up more tomatoes. After that, a little bit later that night, I'd been drying a lot of different herbs that I've been collecting, and just put them into jars. They've all been dried out, so now they can stay fresh in the jars. Whenever I need to use them, I can pull them out. So hopefully you guys liked this video. I know it's all over the place, but definitely a lot of projects that were happening. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. Tell me what your recent projects have been. Let me know what your recent projects have been in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day, great night. God bless.